Hey guys, you're back with us for another episode of the Touch of Gloves podcast. I'm Jed.
I'm Jace.
And all I can say is thank God for the straw weights. So this episode we'll be discussing UFC 248. Controversial for a different reason than we're used to. So obviously the big one we'll get into last, Izzy versus Yoel Romero. I think there's going to be a lot of hot takes coming out of this fight. A lot of people with strong opinions. We'll run through the card. We'll run through our bets, how we did. So the first prelim, well, no, not the first prelim, the first bet, which was the last prelim, the featured prelim, was Sean O'Malley against Jose Quinones. No, yeah, pronounced right.
Quinones. Sean O'Malley leading up to that fight was so confident, talking so much shit, and I always think that's can just bite someone in the ass. Mm-hmm. You always expect it to.
Although I think the matchmakers knew what they were doing there. Yeah, a little bit of favourable matchmaking. He was supposed to do that. Yeah. Against that guy.
He looked a lot bigger. He used to look so skinny. Yeah. When I saw him in the weigh-ins,
he used to look unhealthy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, he looked good.
But yeah, he looked phenomenal. Yeah.
And he seems a bit more mature. So the time out of the cage seems to have done him well.
Sean O'Malley 2.0, is he?
Is that what they're calling him now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'd like to see him put together some wins, be active. He's just an entertaining dude, man. Yeah. Both in and out of the cage. He's a nice enough dude, yeah. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. We were buzzing. Obviously, that was our first bet, and we were right. We were predicting another streak beginning. The second coming of the Undertaker. The next fight was Cowboy Oliveira against Max Griffin.
Close one.
It was a close one. It was also good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
It was kind of like a very solid piston-like jab from Max Griffin versus the much more looser, kind of fluid style of Oliveira. Mm-hmm. I think if Max kind of stuck to that jab, he could have disrupted Cowboy a bit more. But he didn't really throw it enough, and he allowed Cowboy to get settled, who did enough to take the win. Not really much more to say on that one. It was just nice to see Cowboy get back in the win column. Yeah. He's probably never going to be a guy who's like top of the card or anything like that. But he's perfect for that first fight of the main card. He's usually going to give you a fun fight.
Yeah, he'd probably be co-main or something like that coming up next.
Yeah, on like a fight night card, you can see him being co-main.
I see him headlining on a fight night card, I don't know.
It depends on the opponent, I guess.
Who's there, yeah.
Just need to get some wins together.
Yeah.
Entertaining guy. I like his style, and that was a fun way to open the card.
Interested to see where they rank him now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. And then next, we had where the bets went off the rails. So I said on the pre-fight podcast episode that Neil Magny...
He's got some ring rust.
Yeah, he's going to have some ring rust. He's peaked. He's past his prime. He's been out for too long. He's been like way over a year since his last fight. And he's just not going to have it anymore.
Yeah, up against Li Jiang.
And then he looked better than he's ever goddamn done, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was... I mean, good, because nice guy, fun fighter. I'm glad to see him actually able to return to form, if not surpass it. Mm-hmm. But I wanted some money.
Yeah.
That's where
we can't win them all, mate. It's such a hard sport to predict, isn't it? But we try our best. But there's at least we get a good fight. Do you know what I mean?
It was a good fight. It was a bit more one-sided than I would have liked in terms of. It's probably not one you'd watch again because it wasn't a great deal of back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, Neil Magny kind of got out in front early and stayed there. He looked good, and that's cool to see. Mm-hmm. And then we had the second most exciting fight of the night. Let's say that's true.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
Beneil Dariush versus Drakkar Klose. This is another one of my amazing picks where I said that Dariush had no chin and was going to get knocked out.
Jed special.
Yeah. And he bloody knocks out Klose, doesn't he?
Yeah.
In round 2. And it was a great knockout. I don't know if you saw Joe Rogan's the footage of Joe and DC reacting.
I do love those footages, to be fair.
To the KO.
He's mental.
They both lean back and do their that they do.
Yeah.
DC like basically falls on top of Joe. But yeah, no, that was
Only knockout of the card, actually.
of the main card. Yeah, of the main card it was.
Yeah. They must wonder if they got the
Oh, it went on forever, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the last fight didn't start until like 6 o'clock in the morning UK time.
And yeah, Benil Dariush getting knockout of the night. So he earned himself 50 grand that fight.
Sweet.
And we didn't mention earlier, but yeah, Sean O'Malley got performance of the night.
Yeah.
So yeah, he won
Deservedly
50 grand.
so.
But yeah.
But yeah, that was a kind of an interesting fight in that the first round, he just got on Jakar Close's back and stayed there.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole first round. Just stayed on him like a backpack. Just kept trying to sink that arm under the chin for a choke. Jakar Close stayed calm, did what he needed to do, didn't do anything stupid like diving backwards, which you can always tell when you're watching MMA with someone who doesn't know the sport that well, and they're like, "You just dive backwards."
Yeah, that's it.
Dive
Yeah.
straight onto the ground.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, would you?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, stay calm, did what he needed to do. I thought Dariush was then going to gas his arms out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's where I thought he was going, which just made me more confident that he was about to get knocked out in the second round. Jakar Close comes out strong, hurts him, wobbles him, and I'm getting excited. And as he's rushing in and just throwing with reckless abandon, he gets caught.
He gets clipped.
He gets wobbled. He's then pushed up against the cage.
Yeah.
And one hell of a punch knocks his mouthpiece loose, which in my slightly like drunken and tired state I thought was his jaw, and I almost screamed. But yeah, no, looked insane. Joe Rogan obviously lost his mind. As
Yeah.
DC.
I bet he was probably, or Dana White was probably signing that check already.
Yeah, indeed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fight of the night. And then,
yeah. Oh yeah, knockout of the night. Yeah, indeed.
Oh no, fight of the night. I bet he thought that was going to be fighting.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
The way the rest of the card had gone up to that point. But yeah, good fight. Really cool to see Benil Dariush prove me wrong. I mean, it wasn't cool. I was furious. Yeah, good fight. Nice to see him get back in the. I think it's like 4 wins in a row for him. So he's actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing well. One of those things where I'm like, why did I not pay more attention when putting the bet on? But yeah, you win some, you lose some, as you said.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're what, bet-wise, 2-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-2. So we're batting 500 at this point.
Yeah, it's easy to get yourself down when in hindsight, though, isn't it? But
Well, yeah. And then we get onto the fights that people actually care about. So for those that have skipped through the episode, hi, welcome to the Touch of Gloves podcast. These are the fights that you want to hear. Weili Zhang versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
lived up
Yeah.
to everything it promised to be, didn't it?
You said it was going to be an amazing fight, a
It did.
brawl, a war. I was like, nah, mate, it's the main event. The
Yeah.
main event is what I said on the the previous show. And one of us was right, one of us was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong again. Not only was it fight of the night, fight of the year.
It could be. It could be, yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, it's an early front runner, isn't it?
Yeah, like that was amazing.
Yeah. They're already calling it the
was
greatest
exactly what you'd
women's fight.
Yeah,
Certainly in the strawweight division of all time. Yeah, stunning
the
stuff.
top of my head, I can't
Exactly.
think of something I would put ahead of it.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was superb, and both of them showed so much heart.
Oh, mate.
Well, obviously can't not talk about Joanna Jędrzejczyk's forehead. Absolutely ballooned with that hematoma.
Yeah.
Like just.
And as
I've
you
never
said,
seen anything like it.
when we were watching it live, it didn't make her take a step backwards.
Nope, didn't stop her one bit.
No. Unbelievable stuff.
I
I
know.
mean, it was kind of hard to look at, but at the same time, you couldn't look away because the fight was just that damn good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
It's non-stop.
back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth action, non-stop. I know some people are kind of disappointed with the decision.
Yeah, I was happy with either way.
It was
It was
3-2
so close,
either
yeah.
way. I think it kind of came down to, do you score volume or do you
Damage,
score
yeah.
do you score power?
Yeah, I was saying to you at the time, like, who would you rather be in that octagon, right?
And,
right
and as
then?
the fight went on,
And you
it became
definitely- yeah,
more
exactly,
apparent
yeah.
who you'd rather be. Yeah,
So yeah, I think damage wise and more significant punches is why Weili Zhang eventually won the split decision,
yeah,
with all judges giving it a 3-2 to
Yeah.
Either way,
Zhang.
yeah. But yeah, it's just really hard to call. You can't be upset with the decision.
No.
No controversial decision on this card. No early stoppage. It was just, well, I guess we you got the controversy coming out just the fighters themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I personally scored it in favour of the champion.
I did as well. We both said, but we could see why if Joanna Jędrzejczyk wins.
Yeah.
We could see how she won.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't argue with anyone who said they thought she won. I'd be like, that's fair. As I said, volume-wise, I think she may have edged it. Some absolutely stunning combinations from both of them. It was Joanna who got the timing down first.
That's right.
And she was doing what a lot of Muay Thai fighters do, where she would sort of like put a full stop on the end of her combos with a leg kick. It's just so stunning to see, just the way she was chaining them together. But Weili Zhang got that timing down, and when that leg kick was coming, she'd crack her with the hook.
And that hook was there.
And it was there the
Constantly.
whole fight. It was
The
there
jab,
the whole
the hook.
fight. I think Joanna probably could have won if she actually did take a step back. If every now and again she would pause those combinations, step back and let her miss,
Not make it a brawl. Yeah.
she probably would have won that fight. But the dog in her
That's it.
just came out, and they both bit down on their mouthpiece and just went at it for 5 rounds. Standing ovation, deservedly so.
Oh yeah.
Both of them took some
It was a
serious
dance,
damage.
wasn't it? Oh, what a dance that was! Just
One of those fights where like it probably took some years off them. Certainly Joanna. I believe she went to hospital after, though I've heard she's fine, which obviously is good, because when you see that kind of facial damage,
I wanted to see what
worries
the day after photos were like. Couldn't find them, but obviously you put some ice on it.
Yeah.
Does it? Because
I hope she ain't got to pop it, because Jesus Christ.
It was crying out for an elbow, wasn't it? Oh my God. That'd have been good night. But no, it's one of those you'll just never forget it. One to remember. But yeah, what do you think's next for Joanna then?
For Joanna, I mean, as I said, she was so good in that fight that you can't really knock her down the rankings.
No, she definitely didn't lose anything out of that fight.
No,
Yeah.
so she's still going to be way up there. I mean, is she now a gatekeeper status?
Tough, because I was saying to you, in their last 7, she's lost 4.
Yeah.
And they were all
title fights, weren't they?
title fights,
Yeah.
to the champ. So you got two losses to
Thug Rose.
Then you got Shevchenko, and now to the champ, Zhang.
Yeah.
So,
and I think the wins are like Tisha Torres and Michelle Waterson, who kind of are mid-level fighters. So is it a case of like she not really going to beat the elite? But then, as I said just 5 seconds ago, like if you said she won that fight, I wouldn't argue with you. So she clearly can hang with the best in the world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they ran that fight back. I don't want them to.
No.
Or at least I don't want them to.
I wouldn't be upset.
Immediately.
Yeah.
But if the fight was to happen again a year down the line, and they've both had fights since, fine. Yeah, way up for seeing that again.
Yeah.
But probably don't want to see it be an instant rematch.
Well, yeah, if because Rose Namajunas is fighting Andrade for the rematch.
Yeah.
Whoever wins out of that would obviously, more than likely have the title shot.
I'm assuming
against Yang.
Assuming.
And then,
well, I mean, if Jessica Andrade wins, she obviously got knocked out in 1 round and lost the title to Weili Zhang.
Yeah, but
So
then you go and
maybe
beat someone like Thug Rose. You kind
True.
of, you
Yes.
to have another pop at it, and then I guess you'll have Joanna. She's probably going to be suspended 6 months at least.
Probably.
With those injuries.
Yeah, probably.
She'll probably just be waiting for that, just for that to play out, and then
see where the division lies when she comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to see her stick around. I would be, because obviously if you've lost your last 4 title fights, that maybe she's got that nagging thing of, am I good enough to hang with them?
That's it.
I hope her corner and the people around her confirm that yes, she is. And she needs to keep fighting. I mean, she's got such a heart. It'd be amazing to see her. I'd be so surprised to see her retire.
Yeah. Nothing ever humbles her, does it?
Not
all these losses,
really,
you know, the next fight she comes out,
exactly.
give channel shit.
But she did seem to handle that loss well.
She does.
And there was a
handle losses
great
really well.
show of respect at the start of the 5th.
Oh, yeah.
Where they both came out
And hugged each
hugged,
other. Yeah.
and then went back to war, which is great to see.
Yeah, I love to see that. Yeah.
But yeah, so for Joanna, you said I'm happy to see her chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
See where the division lays in 3, 4, 5 months, and then figure things out from there. Weili Zhang, as you said, winner of Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas.
Will be the next challenge, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I'm hoping to see Thug Rose win that one and then get a shot at redemption. Although what I will say is that last fight was so good that I now don't know who I'd be rooting for in that fight. So Thug Rose is one of my favourite fighters.
What fight?
Thug Rose versus Weili Zhang. If that's the
If
fight,
we meant Andrade, I was
no,
that was one-sided as...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So if she comes through that fight victorious and they give her the title shot, I genuinely do not know who I would be rooting for.
God, yeah.
That would
It'd be one of those
so
like,
hard for me
keep
to
saying
pick.
to you, you don't know until
that bell rings.
Until that bell rings. Yeah.
I just want it to be good, I think. I just want it to be a good fight.
Yeah. Where they're like one of those fights where neither fighter loses. Exactly like this one.
What we just had.
Yeah. You
I mean,
lost, but you didn't lose much. Yeah.
The other thing that would be really exciting about that matchup is that it would be stylistically a completely different challenge to the one that Weili Zhang's just overcome, which is great because you want to see them be tested in different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's definitely proven that she is a phenomenal talent. She's beaten killers, and I think she's probably going to go on to do so. I reckon she'd be the favourite going into that Thug Rose fight, and if it is Jessica Andrade, I definitely think she'd be the favourite.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Yeah, she would definitely be the favourite for that one. But yeah, against Rose, it's gonna be a tough one.
Also, do it in China. Assuming we're not all dead from the coronavirus.
Man, yeah.
Do it in China.
Yeah, like we were
as
saying,
the main event. Don't give her a co-main.
That
Put her up there, up top of the card. Her versus Thug Rose in China.
You've broken that market.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing. I'd be so excited.
Don't want to go down a huge tangent about
but we're gonna.
The
So
scoring.
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But with MMA scoring, that fight's a draw, really.
Oh yeah,
But it's never going to be.
It's because I think John Anik says in one of the fights, it may have been that one, they are discouraged from going 10-10.
Yeah, that's it.
Because any close round, you can see judges just taking the easy way out and going, it was 10-10.
Yeah.
Someone rang me on my phone, it was 10-10. I sneezed, I missed the combination, it was 10-10.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, I can see why but at the same time, I wish they did it occasionally. I mean, you could argue
the next fight.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
you could argue the next fight was
a good little transition.
More need of that. Fine. Let's talk about it if we must.
If there's anything really, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So the main event. What a thing to follow! What a fight to follow!
Right?
Do you know what I mean? But
and then with that,
I was thinking to myself when I was watching it, I was like, "Is this a normal fight? We just had." An absolute war.
Yeah.
Is this what a normal fight looks like? Right, no, it is. It's really strange. They both counter punches. They both had a game plan to lure the other one in, and it just is a stalemate.
It was.
It was
painfully dull.
No, it was.
I mean,
I'm angry for both of them.
So a lot of people are choosing sides. So you're seeing a lot of people saying Izzy ran and it's his fault. A lot of people saying Yoel Romero did nothing and it's his fault. You could argue both are true. Yeah. You could also argue that Israel did exactly what he needed to do but
he didn't. You say that, but he could have lost that fight. Like Yoel Romero is only a couple punches away from winning those rounds. If he went all out the last 10, 20 seconds, which he didn't, he could have lost that fight. So he didn't fight too smart.
Oh no,
he won comfortably. No. He didn't get he didn't win the early part of the round and then just run away and coast it.
He did.
He just he avoided him as much as he could. I know he was trying to keep that range, but it was kind of like he's still not convincingly won.
No, I think a lot of people thought that he was going to go in there and knock him out.
Yeah,
because the fact that he called him out. That's the thing you got to remember. That Israel Adesanya called out Yoel Romero. So everyone was like, he has seen something he can exploit.
Mm-hmm.
He has seen something that he can take advantage of and put him away. Because why would he be asking for this fight against a guy that people are saying is a bit of a boogeyman, even though that's now being called into question.
Scared of him a little bit. In the ring.
And then it started, and it was like, well, what have you seen? What are you looking to exploit? What was the game plan? Because it seems like you're completely relying on him to make it an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
And he's completely relying on you to come to him. Like, Romero's excuse has been that he ran. So he's like, I came and I stood in the centre of the ring and I waited for him. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, but he's the champ.
Yeah.
You got to go take that belt from him.
Well, you got to
do something.
You've got to change it up.
If that's not worked,
3-4 rounds into it, you've got to go. Yeah, okay.
Like, what
Can't keep
are you
doing
thinking?
this.
Like, the first round, like, one punch landed. I mean, obviously it was more than that, but in terms of what won the round, Yoel Romero landed that one punch that had Izzy blinking, and that was it.
That was best. Yeah,
that was what won him the round.
Yeah, every judge gave him that round.
And then the rounds that Izzy won were from leg kicks. Now, I got nothing against leg kicks, but I mean, if that's all that's happened, if that's all offensively you've offered in a fight, then you probably
Romero did
should
go
lose.
for some takedowns, but yeah, like you say,
but barely. I mean, it was just a very weird fight, and then just to make things even more frustrating, the final round, the final seconds,
10 seconds,
he's running at him, slapping his chest,
yeah,
shouting in his face. I'm like, where was that before?
I know, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Get angry 2 rounds in that he's not doing anything. Don't wait until the dying seconds. And even when you are bum rushing him, you're still not throwing strikes. You're hitting yourself.
Yeah.
You're hitting yourself in the chest.
You're getting yourself worked up.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then the post-fight presser, a journalist asked him how his leg was. He got up and started salsa dancing. I'm like, so if you have nobility, you're fine. You've got this energy. What were you doing? What was your game plan? You can't rely... I know you're both counter-strikers, but there has to be a point where you're like, that's not worked. Change of plan.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Just neither of them did it.
No.
And neither of them... Like, Adesanya definitely won that fight, but it wasn't so convincing enough, you think, he didn't have to change his game plan.
As you said, he could have lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, like you said, he called him out, and he did nothing for his legacy, and that's what he wanted that fight for.
Bizarre all round.
Most of that first round, not gonna lie, I thought, are they gonna have a dance off again?
Yeah,
because they did nothing, and they were like, it
almost
just like waiting for the next first one to do like a front flip or something. That, to be fair, that dance off that they had in the press conference was better than the fight.
It was more entertaining, and there was almost more strikes landing. Jesus.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just a shame because
it is.
You could argue that it's lost them both fans. I mean,
I'm not upset with the result. I'm so glad for the result.
Oh, can you imagine if the title changed hands with that fight? Jesus Christ.
It would have been the worst, but it did nothing for either of those two.
No. Yeah. I mean, it just reminded me that Yoel Romero used to really piss me off. Like, I really disliked him after the Tim Kennedy fight, which is the famous where he stayed on the stool after he was wobbled, pretended he didn't understand what Herb Dean was saying, and bought himself some time, and then knocked out Tim Kennedy in the next round. That really irritated me, and there's just been things since that he's done, like post-fight comments and just weird. He's just weird, and he's one of those dudes who he will never agree to a criticism against him. It's not in him, it's not within him to see any of that fight is his fault.
Yeah.
Like, Dana blamed him. They're both to blame. Yeah. But Dana blamed him, and he was just like, what do you mean? I was standing in the centre of the ring waiting for him. Yeah, waiting for him.
Yeah.
You said it yourself, you're waiting.
He's not coming at you.
You weren't doing anything. Yeah. Like, nah, just... I mean, he's 42. He's, what, 4 losses? 3 losses in a row now.
3 losses in a row.
3 losses in a row. I'm not going to lie. If I didn't see him fight again, I wouldn't care.
No.
If I never see Yoel Romero fight again, I wouldn't care. And that's crazy because, like, you look at his highlight reel, He's got some explosive knockouts in there, man, and some really good... The Paul Acosta fight was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
But even then, I said this on the pre-fight episode, I just hope that he doesn't do that tongue out, shake his head instead of fighting.
Oh, he did it every
Instead,
hit.
we got a fight out of it. That's all he did. Just mock.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything. So, yeah, if he's done, I would not care. Whereas Izzy, I want to see fight again to get some of that shine back.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it had a bit of like Nagano and Lewis, wasn't it? Remember that fight?
Yeah,
two
two
both of
highlight
them
reel
needed
fighters.
a few fights after that, and you think, okay,
Yeah.
that was a strange one. It was very similar, just too much respect for each other,
And also
plus,
seemingly the fear they were going to gas, which is what looked like Yoel was kind of considering.
Well, I thought the first 2 rounds, he fought that really smartly because he's quite an old man. Do you know what I mean?
He's quite an old man.
Yep. He's taken a couple of rounds off, it being a 5-round fight, so he just doesn't gas. And I was wrong.
He just never went for it, did he?
No.
So yeah, I'll ask you the question you asked me for the last fight.
Okay.
Who do you want to see them fight next? Do you want to see Yoel Romero fight again?
Never.
You never want to see him fight again?
I'd be happy for him to retire. Oh, man. Actually saying it out loud,
But
I don't want him to retire on that.
That's
no.
his last fight. Thing is, are you a fan? I don't like the guy.
I am, yeah. No, I do like the guy. He's just strange. I like that.
He's so strange.
He is this very strange individual, but he is entertaining to watch, and I do like...
Was he?
No, I mean outside of the octagon.
Yeah, okay.
Just like in press conferences and stuff, because he just says the weirdest stuff. And I don't want that to be his retirement fight at all. And I got to give it, I do like the fact he's that old. And he's
still doing it.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah.
I'd love him just... give him one more, because that Paulo Costa fight was great.
Yeah, but that was because of Paul Acosta. He
Yeah,
just
but
went, I'm going to come at you, son.
Put him in the ring with someone like that. That's what I'm saying.
What would be a compelling matchup for him? Also, off the top of my head, I can't think who he's already fought. Has he fought Gastelum? Yeah, so they've both lost to Izzy Adesanya. So why not? Gastelum versus
Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be class.
If he loses, maybe he leaves Tang. If he wins, well, he's beat someone who just gave the champ one hell of a fight only 2 fights ago.
Yeah.
So you could argue he's still hanging around the middle of the pack. But he's had a fair few title shots, and I just don't really think he deserves another.
No.
But then, yeah, maybe you don't want him to retire on that fight.
Yeah, give him Gastelum.
So yeah, give him
Yeah.
Gastelum. That's a fun matchup. Gastelum's not going to dance around him.
No, he's going to bring it.
He's going to bring it at him, and he's going to hit him as hard as he can. So yeah, that's my pick.
And we all know what's next for Izzy. He was there watching.
In his amazing shirt.
Yeah. Looking bigger.
He looked huge.
He looked huge, didn't he?
Yeah. And quite full in the face, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's had some time off. He could do what he wants as long as he gets back down to fighting weight and fighting shape. I'm happy for him to enjoy the donuts.
Yeah, Paulo Costa. If anyone's listening that doesn't understand who we're talking about.
Did we not say his name?
No. But yeah, it's that's definitely next for Izzy, and that isn't going to be the same.
No.
I'm confidently going to say that.
Well, I mean, that's a fighter who hears the boos and responds. So some fighters can tune that out.
Hungry fighter, isn't it? Yeah.
Some fighters can tune that out and go, no, I've got my game plan. I'm sticking to my game plan.
Yeah.
I think he hears the boos and is like, I want that 50 grand
Winds
check.
him up.
I'm going. Like, here we go. And Izzy will feed on that as well.
Yeah.
So he can counter strike if that's the game plan he devises. That would be a great fight.
Yeah, because Izzy fights at the level of his opponents.
Yeah, so it seems.
Yeah,
so it seems.
That's what that fight is showing me. But yeah, he does no more than he has to, really.
And that's I mean, GSP
but...
did it. GSP did it, and we still call him the best welterweight of all time. Anderson Silva did it. So yeah, he's in some pretty, high company. But yeah, it's not the greatest thing as a fan.
No.
Like, I think a lot of people...
You just want to walk through dudes you should be walking through.
Yeah. Not that you should have walked through Romero, but as I said, I think that people thought he was going to make his name off that fight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I thought it was going to do something to his legacy and not just give you an extra title defence.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all it did. That's literally all it's done. You didn't win fans. In fact, after your comments and then that fight, you probably lost a ton of fans.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Or people that weren't his fan, he's now given ammunition to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the worst thing, because probably prior to that fight, I would say, other than the stupid comments, how can you not be a fan of the guy? Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's kind of... Yeah, it did him no good, but hopefully he can bounce back after that Paulo Costa fight.
Plus, he barely got hit. So
I'll be excited for that fight.
You do it in a month.
Yeah.
He barely took a punch.
That's it, yeah. Well, actually, looking at Paulo Costa, it'd probably take longer than that.
Just to cut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still. So overall, fun card. Not a masterpiece, but it had a masterpiece on it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That's what will live in the memory.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
she'll be main event.
As I said, thank God for
she will be main event, won't she? Yeah.
She deserves to be.
Yeah, she will be.
She deserves to be. She deserves to be like one of the biggest stars,
I think,
in the sport.
Yeah. If she's not on a card with Conor McGregor, she'll be main event.
Yeah.
That has to happen in China.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. She needs to be a main event in China because...
Well, especially if they want to get into that market.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, what a gamble that was to give her
that
Joanna
fight.
Jędrzejczyk if they were trying to get into that market.
Yeah.
Just give her an absolute killer.
But as we said, could happen if she comes out on top.
Yeah.
And she did.
It's a shortcut, isn't it?
And Jesus Christ, like, there's no denying it now.
Yeah.
One of the best fighters in the sport. Always entertaining.
And
always
so
brings it.
Lovely.
And just, really nice. Yeah, really, really nice. I felt for her translator in the, the post-fight.
He just choked, didn't he?
Well, he was obviously a fan.
Yeah.
So he was obviously so excited that she just won. But he just choked. And then
Rogan.
Joe's like, get it together, dude. And you're like, come on. She's like,
yeah. It looked like he was going to be sick straight after, didn't
bless him.
Yeah,
I think he probably did. But yeah, so great fight. Great moment for her.
At least we got something out of it.
We got something out of it. Yeah, definitely worth staying up for, even though we struggled. And then we were treated to an unscheduled surprise fight on the card when Brian Ortega slapped Korean Zombie's translator and was escorted from the building whilst watching the fight.
I just want to know what he said.
Well, this is it. Was it something that Zombie said and he slapped him?
Does the translator go, Korean Zombie just called you Mama Ho? You know what I mean? Like,
I think it was because Korean Zombie said that Brian Ortega was ducking him and then later apologised. But the translator didn't.
Okay.
The translator didn't say it. The translator was translating.
Literally the definition of don't shoot the messenger. Just slap the translator.
Also, like, really out of character for those guys, I swear.
Yeah, he seems quite chill, doesn't he?
Like, both of them. Like, Zombie's not really known for trash talk, and the fact he then apologised after kind of proves that.
Yeah.
And Ortega's not really, like, a scuffler as far as... He's not bloody, like, Masvidal, like, getting into brawls backstage all the time. So that was really odd. But, goddamn, I want to see that fight.
That'd be a great fight.
That'd be an absolute barn burner. So yeah, I don't know if that's even scheduled, but
we'll be excited for it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Korean Zombie's like one of my favourite fighters. He's very much whoever he's fighting, I get nervous because I just want him to win so bad. Like, this is how much I like him. If his fight was the main event where there was no strikes thrown and he put on a Yoel Romero performance, I'd be like, fight of the year. That's how much I love the guy.
Wow.
But yeah, so we'll probably leave it there because we've gone off topic a little bit. But yeah, the main takeaway, as we said, Weili Zhang, future superstar.
Love her.
Yeah.
Alright guys.
Yeah, so
thanks for listening.
Catch you later.
Yeah, all the best.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ed.